impossible. So no, it's not a game. It's dangerous. Like the brother say, the lawyers are really a lot of lawyers are really sick individual, but at the same time there is some people who went through this shit and their parents went through a fucking divorce, and that's why they became this shit. So you might come. It's just some energy that you're taking, trying to figure out like which girl ad is the good ad, to find the good ad, quote unquote, turn is as stupid than that. This is not a really a good feeling, and nobody want to have to do this shit. So, the thing I can tell you, Martel, is that there are women, like you said, spiritually, psychology, and also when, if your money is not there, they're going to try to break your spirit. If your spirit is not there, they're going to try to break you mentally. So it's a fucking crazy shit, man. There's no fucking reason, bro. These women, they're predator and they're crazy, man. Like when they get on a level, like that's what they say, never make a woman get angry. Like they fucking mean this shit, bro. They will let hell on you, bro.
Look at this link in the chat. This woman flipped her car while she was drunk and abandoned her baby in the car, went home and took a hot bath. So you want to talk about mental health and neurotic behavior and psychotic behavior, psychotic thinking, psychotic people. I mean, there you go. I mean, if you're a man and you're unsure about your woman, I mean, and you got kids, like, what are you gonna do as a man if your wife is a psychotic, neurotic, homicidal, ideation person? I mean,
the only thing you can do is remove yourself, go into another country. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Fake your death, like save yourself by any price. But it's like then after you're gonna feel bad because by running away and all that, you're gonna hear the people in the society you ran away. You're like, damn, I'm safe. And then you see the shit's coming and start to hit your society. Pow. I'm all the way in France and the shit's hitting the society in France.
Well, look at the African American community. I mean, they technically need yoga studios and libraries and money. I mean, most people are being worked to death. But, if you want to bring peace in the home, I mean, you have to bring outside information, outside practices, because the culture is not working now. The programming is not working now. If you're just going to raise your entire family and community on TikTok videos and social woke activist propaganda about structural white racism, you're never getting to the psychological issues or any type of knowledge, conditioning, and understanding for the population. So there's a massive cultural and societal casualty and catastrophe in the United States of America today. People need 1960s programming, 1970s programming. America figured out a lot of things psychologically and about the culture in the 60s and 70s through research and publishing, but nobody's consuming any of that content. Everybody is just completely hypnotized by dopamine creation on their cell phone, but nobody's actually doing anything to improve themselves. Thus, we're never going to improve America or the world. It's just becoming a polarized world where people are going to get left behind because they are completely hypnotized with what's right in their palm of their hand, and it's not making them smarter. I mean, we should have legislation that requires these big platforms to provide education and force education, meaning that if you're going to look at TMZ for 8 hours or have a conversation on this app for 40 hours a week, like Nathan in Chillism, I mean, you're talking about brain damage here, maybe people with pre-existing brain rot, but there should be legislation that effectively forces people to condition their brain rot to a certain extent. I mean, I believe in state propaganda at this point. I don't know why we have to do it, I think, to save the minds of our citizens. If they can't think for themselves, we need higher levels of thought to essentially help these people become peaceful, because the violence in society today is so wild and crazy that it's unbelievable. I mean, white woman, black woman, white man, black man, like there are cases in the news where you're just like, I cannot believe. Did you see that kid that killed his two parents and wanted to do a Trump assassination? You're talking about severe mental health derangement syndrome, like the highest level of crazy ever conceivable.
Black woman who cooked the twins, and send a slow and then send a picture to the fucking baby dad. Crazy shit. And there's sick people everywhere, so we're not gonna try to say it doesn't society get super violent, more violent. And me being out here in France, and that's why I get it from it. They get this influencer, Asho Speed. What does he say? He said he wanted to be a streamer. He was a bad little streamer, but he was like 1-2 people, that's it. And then his mom was like, he was 17 years old. You got to choose. Either you stop this streaming shit, either you leave this house. And he left the house and he went to where he died. Thanks God this guy had a black dad to be like, you can come take a little break with me. So now from there he became this super mega star around the world. China fucking salute these people. Bro, come on man. Them Chinese people, they're not going for that black woman how you call that superiority complex. It's not gonna happen. Them Chinese not gonna go with it. They're not. See, the Chinese, they had a Wu Zetian. You remember? In Chinatown, they had Wu Zetian. They had the biggest empress in the world, right? They already had her. So they already know how powerful a woman can be. And there's one thing they're not going to do is take a risk. Same thing, and then, nah.
I mean, do you know how many of these female predators watch junk TV, trash TV, gossip TV, reality TV? You know what I'm talking about? Like my sister's one of them. I mean, all these women do is they're the most vain, egotistical, superficial, narcissistic people on the planet. They literally only care about number one. They don't care about family. They don't care about society. They just care about taking care of themselves, which is a good priority to have. However, women today are failing to be women, to be mothers of society, to be mothers of the nation, to be mothers of their children. It is the sickest me culture and instant dopamine and I gotta eat more and be fat and stupid and look at my cell phone more type of culture and look at more junk TV and trash TV and update my Netflix subscription, update my fucking Paramount prescription and all these subscriptions that these women have. I mean, this is what the conversation always goes back to is feminism and the ills of feminism and how it destroys a country. And so, yeah, I hope one day to meet a beautiful, intelligent woman, who likes me.
Maybe the original feminist people from the 50s and 40s, it was not as bad. That's what we got right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the movement might be totally hijacked at the moment in time, you know?
See, you as a man, you have to really have a high level of psychology because you will realize that most people can't patiently endure anything. They have a to-do list and they've got to knock out their to-dos and they're just like they're just robots, automatons. And in America today, we have many automatons that live amongst us. And so it is like the Matrix, where if you're free, you see all these people that are going about their lives, but never questioning anything. I mean, there's a video of a guy here in Chicago being attacked in the street. He's not even aware he's being attacked. So most people have absolutely no situational awareness because they're just living in their cell phone. Like, there's actually more cell phones alive today than there are human beings. So be lucky if you know that your cell phone is essentially a genie's bottle and it's constantly trying to get you to go back into it. And that if you're a liberated person and you live in liberty and joy and power and knowledge, you'll realize that, it's up to you to help save a lot of these automatons in our society. Clubhouse is a safe place to do it because they can't punch you in the nose. But if you try to take away somebody's dopamine and tell them that they're a moron and that they're culturally fucked up and that they're a dangerous person to themselves and to their community and to their country, they'll punch you in the face. But Clownhouse is a safe space. Some people want to dox you and do terrible things to you, but
it is. I think Clubhouse is a safe place. That's why I'm out here personally. But how long till Elon Musk already tried to duplicate a Clubhouse on X, right? And imagine if things the law people sue Mark Zuckerberg. People ain't sue that fucking fucker, bro. That nigga will not buy Clubhouse. And he would have thought it's normal. No, it's not normal. You cannot buy the biggest fucking apps. Like, do the fuck you think you are, bro? It's like, okay, it's like you guys. That's why, because I really ask people, because friends change a lot, right? when I get back to France. And I asked people, I was like, yo, what's up with the soccer? I'm not too much into soccer, right? But the PSG and all the team, the FIFA, the World Cup, the fucking World Cup in Russia, France winning the cup. I'm in front of like, what the fuck this shit is? This Mbappe getting paid $150 million at 17 years old, right? And I'm like, what's that really exactly? And then I realized that you in America, for example, when you do your MBA or stuff like that, you got franchise and you got budget. Everybody got kind of quote unquote a budget and they agree on, and everybody kind of pay the player they can pay, and then made the best win. That's what making it fun. That's what making it competitive, even if there's a lot of fake shit within the shit. But at least on paper it makes sense. In France, because we don't have no limitation in the FIFA, that's just to show you how to look like that stupid shit when people play capitalism but not being really aware of what they do. So one team got the biggest fucking money. They can buy all the fucking player and then the other team are weak. What is the point? That doesn't make sense. It's just a money grab for people to do gambling, right? Then we're gonna do a little gambling, or we're gonna have a little gambling habits, and that's just a bullshit. Just means it's like we're trying to play something without even knowing what we're doing, and we sold the country to a Qatari guy. So the PSG, this is an abomination, bro. And then you got somebody like Jordan buying it, and now they tell you about they want to do a PSG NBA team. I wish they do that, and they humble these people by being, okay, we can't do an NBA PSG team, but you're gonna have to go by our budget, and the idea of budget is not there's absolutely no interest. People are quick to come and complain about, oh my God, Sterling was a racist, versus looking at what was right in the NBA. What made the NBA a powerhouse? Search your ID, and it's not as simple as, oh, who got the best money, you buy the best player, and then it's over, and then there's no interest. There's no interest to watch that though. So it is what it is. It's me trying to bring you a little bit of the reality. The world is so crazy. Look, Kylian Mbappe, you're laugh. It's like some god power shit, right? The dude was out there and he was eating, right? He watched a girl, and he kept his eyes on the girl like, oh my God, she looked good. You know when the girl became an influencer just out of that? Just out of the sight of a man. Come on, man. We live in a simulation, bro. We live in a simulation. Most people are only fine, don't even make no fucking money. It's obvious. Why would you go to a third party? And it's not even the fault of OnlyFans. OnlyFans, if you make a business on OnlyFans, you will realize that they are victims themselves of this predatory woman who can jump on their fucking shit. They try to cut it. They could not cut it. The problem is more IG slash motherfucking right. I mean, it's more Mark. The problem is Mark's coming. I doubt the guy of OnlyFans had any. He knew. He did not know that this should jump to that.
Oh, it's been fun chatting with you. I gotta get going. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.
I do, man. Because that made my research. Now, Snowflake, when you ask about what is a predatory woman would be like a person who.
Oh, you're not a real congressman. Just play one on Instagram and YouTube.